Good afternoon from Zachary Sweeps. I'm going to reflaunch this chimney. I don't know if you remember this job on one of my videos a little while ago, to how to fit an anti-downdraft cow because they had a water problem, and you can clearly see where the water's coming down from. So I told the customer about it, showed him the video, and obviously he wanted to get it sorted out. So we're going to get it sorted out today for him. But as I always say, make sure you're tied in safely, either with scaffolding or a cherry picker. Whatever way that you do it, make sure you are safe. That's all I can say. I will start putting some sand and cement on there, mixed obviously, and let's see what it looks like in a moment. All done, and that's what it should look like at the end. Basically what you want to do is you want to make sure that obviously you get it flush into the chimney pot, and then my mix that I've used today is 4-in-1 mix. I've mixed it like that basically because obviously the weather where we live is very unpredictable. It could rain at any time, so I don't want to make it too sloppy, and I want it to go off as quick as possible really. But what a difference that's made to reflaunching the top of that. Then you can see there's no chance of any water leaks going to be going around there at all. There's a little bit of a broken brick there, that's why there's a bit of a gap there, but that's probably due to frost, I can imagine, or when the water's flowing down. The other really important thing that you should know when you're reflaunching a chimney is that basically what you must do is make sure that it slopes down at an angle. You don't want any of it building up and when it rains and starts going into the cowl, and try and get it just underneath that lip as well, so that it's got plenty of if it starts to rain really heavy, there's no chance of it actually going inside the wood burner, because there's a liner that goes into a wood burner here, and we wouldn't want anything like that to happen. So you could see what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. So yeah, not a bad little job, to be fair. All done, and as I said, we're up in the downs. It's a bit darker in the downs today. The sun is not coming out to play. It keeps saying it wants to, but then the clouds are saying different. So yeah, basically what you want to do when you go to reflaunch a chimney stack, you want a bucket full of sharp sand and cement. That's what I always use, because it goes off like concrete. And then basically after that is a 4-in-1 mix. Don't make it too wet, because you want it to dry off pretty well, and it's especially if you live in a hot climate, and it's a bit different if you're doing stuff like that in the summer. But I'll try and make it, you can feel that dampness on there, so you don't want it to do it too much, otherwise what will happen is that it'll slop over, because you're always going to get bits slopping over, and it makes such a mess when it hits the ground. But yeah, don't make it too wet. It's easy to make it too wet when you're buying it from like a hardware store, because most of the time they keep it outside, so it's already wet. So if you try and add the same amount of water you would normally do in the summer, it's going to be a sludge, and then you're going to end up having to use a lot more sharp sand than you would do any other way. But there you go. That is how to reflaunch a chimney stack. You get a bucket of sharp sand and cement, 4-in-1 mix it up till it's nearly sloppy, but what you want to do is make it a little, you want to basically like screed in a way, like when you're doing a bit of screeding on floors and that, you want it a little bit wetter than that, and then because all the water will be drawn up, and it's a lovely finish and everything. So when that all goes off rock hard, which it will do in the next couple of hours, which will be amazing, knock the old sharp sand and cement up, and then there you have it. Then put it on, make sure you have it sloping outwards along to the chimney stack itself. You don't want it sloping inwards, that's very important. So make sure that you start off with a thick bed in the middle, and then thin it out as it goes along to the edges, and that way the water will just run off it when it starts to rain. I hope you have a lovely day from Zachary Sweeps.